guys, this is gonna be a Prot Pally guide, so let's jump into it. Let's start off with talents. Everyone loves talents. Yeah. Okay, so I went with Pursuit of Justice over long arm of the Justice and Speed of Light. Why? Because this is gonna give you 20% movement speed as long as you have free holy power up, and you know that after every trash back pull you're gonna have some holy power up, so you're gonna have bonus movement speed continuously, and you can use this to kite around trash pretty easy. Second one, I went for Binding Light because if you have a huge pack and you're about to die, you can pop Binding Light, and that's your trash pack for 6 seconds, giving your healer enough time to heal you. Alright? Alright. You don't need the Fist of Justice. Your Hammer of Justice already stuns for 6 seconds. I don't see the point of this. It's just, the only thing it does is changes name and reduces the cooldown, which you don't need a small cooldown like that unless you're PvPing. Okay, moving on to the next one. Sacred Shield. Why did I choose Sacred Shield over Eternal Flare? Well, the Sacred Shield blocks damage, and you already got a healer, so you need to heal yourself. And if you reduce the damage you take, it's a lot better, since you're gonna take less damage every 5.68 seconds. So that's a bonus, and it blocks physical and magical damage. Moving on. Hand of Purity. You can cast this on yourself as a damage reduction, or on one of your party members in case they aggro or something. Right? Alright. Moving on. Divine Purposes. I got this so I can spam Word of Glory just in case, and Shield of Righteousness just to make sure that I can pop like a lot of them one of the after the other, so I can do a lot of damage and keep aggro for sure. I don't know when someone's gonna show up with a lot of damage or whatever and pull off the aggro, but then again, Holy Avenger is also a safe bet if you like going that way. Moving on. Why did I pick Light's Hammer over Holy Prism? Well, pretty obvious. You get movement speed, you get heals, you get damage to your enemies. Enough said. Moving on. Seraphim. Why did I choose Seraphim over Holy Shield? Well, Holy Shield blocks only spell damage, so, and returns damage as holy damage, which is 3085, which is not a lot of damage and is pretty fucking stupid for a talent. You're gonna want to go with Seraphim. Seraphim gives you 1000 bonus armor, and bonus armor reduces the damage taken. And besides the bonus armor, you also gain haste, crit, mastery, multi-strike, versatility, which are always a bonus, which are gonna help you DPS more, taking down fights faster and hit faster and whatever. Right, so moving on. As for when you're doing trash and you have a huge trash pack, Seal of Righteousness is the one you wanna go. When you're fighting a boss and you know you're not gonna die, you can use Seal of Vigilance. When you're fighting a boss and you just wiped on it, you might wanna go Seal of Insight. You're not gonna lose the aggro with Seal of Insight or Seal of Righteousness, because you are already doing a lot of damage and you have a lot of abilities that create a shit ton of tread. Right, moving on, excuse my French. As for glyphs, okay, so Alabaster Shield is what you wanna go. 3 stacks, 40% increased damage of your Shield of Righteousness, more damage, more crit. I've gone up at this item level up to like 49% crit on Righteous Shield with 3 stacks of Alabaster Shield. Alright, moving on. Glyph of Divine Protection. It takes 20% from your magic damage reduction and adds it and gives you 20% physical damage reduction. This is great for when you're pulling packs of trash or someone pulls another pack, hunters and crit chickens. Right, moving on. Glyph of Forced Shield. This is gonna, in case you have a mob that like flies off of you randomly, or two of them, you're not gonna have Reckoning for both of them. So you're gonna Reckon one of them and Avenger Shield the other. Pretty easy, right? I know. And that way you have sort of two towns for dungeons. Moving on, for rotation. You're gonna start off with Avenger Shield, followed by a Consecration, followed by a Hoary Wrath, and Judgment. Now, if you're fighting trash packs, you're gonna use Hammer of Righteousness, and when you're fighting bosses, you're gonna use Crusader Strike. Right? Right. What you wanna do at first, pop your Sacred Shield before you pull. Then, stack up 5 Holy Power, get Seraphim up. You want to spam Seraphim on cooldown, right? And you want to keep Hand of Purity and Divine Shield for bigger trash packs in case. But if you run out of cooldowns and you still have a huge pack of trash on you, yeah, just pop all that shit you got, right? Because you don't want to wipe. People are gonna rage and quit and lose more and whatever. So yeah, oh, here's a neat trick you can do also, in case you're about to die at boss fights. You can pop Divine Shield and Reckoning, and you have free tanking seconds for free. I mean, you don't take any bit of damage, because Reckoning forces the boss to hit you. So, but after those 3 seconds, you're gonna have to take off your Divine Shield and let your healer continue healing you. So that was about it for this tanking guide. Stay tuned. I'm gonna post some heroic dungeons and guides and how to do them easy. Alright, see you guys.